What's going on, everybody? This is Christian from One Accord Fragrance Reviews. I've been tagged to do a top 10 cheapie list for the summertime. Stay right there. So, like I said, we're going to be doing a top 10 list for the summertime cheapie edition. So that, I guess, would be $30 and under. These are fragrances that you want to smell good, but you don't want them to get cloying because of the heat, and that can happen with a lot of ouds, some strong vanillas. Anything too sweet sometimes will or can be cloying to other people who are around you. So that being said, in no particular order, cheapie number one is a $10 or $12 fragrance from what I've seen. Wild Country. This is actually from Avon. I purchased this off a friend of mine. This one, it just smells like soap, like a fancy almost kind of soap. It's called Wild Country, but I don't get anything wild or country about it. Definitely a good scent if you just want to smell like you're fresh out of the shower, almost like a baby cologne. Next up is L'Homme Ideal Cherry Tobacco. Great scent. This you can go and find online for about 25 to 30 for 100 ml. Great scent. Glad I bought it. I actually purchased it because it smelled similar to a different type of fragrance that was about $200. So that one definitely made the cut. Mont Blanc Starwalker. This is a different scent. This is not like other fragrances that you smell too often. Great fragrance if you like something light, something fruity. Lasts a decent amount of time, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't worn this one in a while, but lasted me about 6 hours last time I wore it. Mont Blanc Starwalker. Next up is from the house of Zara 9.0. This is a nice fruity fragrance. It leans almost old school. If you have something that maybe your grandfather wore or somebody, this has bergamot, juniper, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. It is an eau de toilette, but it did last me pretty long last time I wore it. As a cheapie, I got 2 fragrances from the house of Zara in one pack, and I think that came out to like 20 something dollars. You can't go wrong, and the house of Zara always has very well blended stuff. No complaints here. Definitely check it out. It's a nice fruity fresh fragrance. Next up is the one that I purchased with it, and that's Rich, Warm, and Addictive. I would wear this probably in a cooler summer night. But man, this is a good one. Rich, Warm, and Addictive is one that I have not gotten any complaints about. Everybody who smells it says, I love that one, and I've actually had 2 people order it for themselves. I believe it's tobacco and other fragrances. You can check it out. I haven't memorized those. But it is absolutely addictive. This is one that you cannot go without going back and smelling it for yourself. Next up, Bentley for Men Intense. This actually smelled like a Joe Malone that I purchased, and the bottle came damaged. So I had to send it back, and they couldn't get me another one. So I was really happy when I blind bought this one and smelled it for the first time, and it happened to smell just like it. This one, I know a lot of people say that it smells kind of like an old man, but I don't get that. I think it's a real nice, classy scent. but one that you can definitely wear on a night out. I enjoy it very much, actually. Next up, Sean Jones Unforgivable. People say it smells like Millesime Imperial from the House of Creed. You got watermelon, you got other notes in there that smell very good, very fresh, fruity, great for the summertime, super cheap. I think you could buy a big bottle for about $20. Don't quote me. But this one, I think I bought for like $10. So definitely one that I enjoyed. Sean John Unforgivable. I'll probably buy a larger bottle of that at some point. This is a bottle shape that most people would know. Nordica Voyage is one that a lot of people always bring up for the summertime lists. This one is not Nordica Voyage, but it's Nordica Voyage N83. This is actually very long lasting for a cheapie. You could probably get this for about $16 to $20. It's such a fresh, fruity, aquatic, and aquatic by every sense of the word, because that's, when you think aquatic, this is what you would think of. But it's such a long lasting fragrance, and it just smells so good that I spray it around the house and it lasts. Like, I've smelled it 2 days after I sprayed it in the house. So for $16, you can't go wrong with this one. Next up, from the house of Tommy Bahama, St. Barts. Absolutely love this fragrance. They say this one smells like Virgin Island water from Creed. This one, I can't help but smile when I smell this one. You can smell the lime, you can smell the coconut. It is such a good summertime fragrance. You feel like you're at the beach. Again, this is one that lasts a pretty decent amount of time, but for what, $18? What do you really expect? This is one that I fell in love with when I had it. I gave away some of the other Tommy Bahamas, but this is one that is definitely here to stay. Another one is one that I just received, and it's from the same house of Tommy Bahama. This one is called Very Cool. Now this one I just got, but it's one that I will be wearing. It's a little more alcohol forward than the other one, so I would give it some time to kind of dry off, but it is a great fragrance. This is going to be one that's definitely well accepted for the summertime, and again, $15, $16, $18. You can spray all day and not feel bad about it, like if you're spraying one of your top shelf fragrances. So those are my 10 top cheapies for the summer of 2020. Again, thanks for the tag. I'm going to put his name and YouTube channel down in the description. Go ahead and go check him out. And let me know what you think about this list. And have you used any of them? Will they make your list for this summer? All right, guys. God bless.